Good morning, everybody. Chad Musgrove, Pro Ad Insight, and I thought that I would just do a quick follow-up video to the one I just posted about. It was essentially a Haibu website review, and it was it's for this company called Pet Ponderosa. This resorts and spas. They're a pet lodging facility, and I had done a review of their existing site, and this is the new site that I built. So if you haven't seen that video and you want to kind of see what they had before and then what I've done to it, go take a look. You could see some of the on-site SEO mistakes that the Haibu website version was making, and how I addressed those with this one will be covered in this video. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. This is the new website. So I did a couple of things different. The old site had a very bland, solid background here. So I used something with a little bit more texture. And this is actually a slightly transparent white here. And this one, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this solid or not, but I like this solid because it calls attention to the phone number and the social media without actually having to make those big giant features of the website. And so I want to, in this video, I'm going to focus more on the on-site SEO type of work that I did, because in the last one, while the Haibu website looked okay, when you dove into it, I mean, there was 12 H1 tags. The title tags didn't match any of the H1s. H1s were used for things that were completely irrelevant to the page. It just didn't have any good SEO, basic SEO done to it. So without further ado, let's take a look at this and kind of dissect my own site. Maybe I'll find a couple things I need to actually improve upon. Just before I'm sorry, I'm going to actually real quickly say that this is a basic site I built, which includes some basic on-site SEO. It's not deep type of SEO techniques. It's just I include that with all of my websites. I do some basic on-site SEO, kind of setting the foundation for future work and showing up on Google and future local SEO efforts and things like that. So I chose on this homepage, as you can tell by the title, to focus on the phrase pet boarding. I also threw in grooming. You can try to do two sometimes on per page. Typically you want to focus on one, but since this homepage is really a collection of all the services, I chose to go with boarding and grooming. And here in a minute, hopefully that makes sense. And then of course, pretty standard, Pet Ponderosa Resort and Spas, is the ending of the title tag. So you'll notice here this pet boarding, grooming, and more related to my title tag, pet boarding and grooming. And if I inspect this element, you'll see that this is my H1 right here. And then as we come across to these other elements, the pet boarding again, now this is also an anchor tag, so it's anchor rich or keyword rich anchor text leading to that page, but this is my H2. I used some CSS to ensure these were all styled the same way, meaning the fonts were the same size and look. So, well, maybe I'll show you. Actually, I don't even have to highlight that. This is an H3, and then the pet grooming tag is also an H3. And then these are buttons that link, but you'll notice the relationship between pet boarding and pet lodging. And then we had boarding, grooming, and more. This is really an attempt to let Google know we're all about pet boarding and lodging, but I'm also trying to correlate the two phrases. I mean, Google knows obviously, but you want to use variation so that you're not keyword stuffing. And I did the same thing here. The doggy daycare is a repeat, and so is the pet grooming. But if we jump into, well, any of these pages, let's go to the pet boarding page or pet lodging, depending on how you want to call it. And for some reason, my internet is slow this morning. And we go into here, the first thing you'll notice is that my title tag's consistent. It's pet lodging at Pet Ponderosa Resort and Spas. And the anchor text leading into that, one of them was pet lodging, one was pet boarding. But now we've got, pet lodging use here, finest pet lodging. Here's an opportunity to add the word cats to the pet lodging phrase. And then pet transportation services, you'll notice this anchor right here is actually another keyword rich anchor text leading to that page. And I might as well just go ahead and jump over to show you the consistency that you want to use throughout your website for setting the foundation. So now that we're on the pet transportation page, you see the title is pet transportation. Actually, on that title, I'll probably add Pet Ponderosa Resorts and Spas. But anyhow, so it's pet transportation. And then if you inspect, I'm going to get out of the habit of doing that, but if you inspect this element, we'll see this is my H1, which is also pet transportation. So it's related to the title tag and it follows a theme. Related pet services, I chose to do this to link back to the other pages, just my internal linking structure. And you'll see that this doggy daycare has actually got a space in there, and that's on purpose because I assume some people will search dog daycare or doggy daycare. Some will have a dog, some will say doggy, some will put day and care as separate words, and some people will search daycare all one word. So my hope here is to optimize for both, but this is also another link back to the doggy daycare page, and it's another variation of that keyword to help this page show up. And here we've got doggy daycare services. Doggy daycare is in our title tag. I mean, there is no doubt if Google or anybody really is looking at this page, they're going to know this page is all about doggy daycare. And in this case, we got safe doggy daycare, and now we've got daycare transportation. So, I just followed this theme throughout the site, um, ensuring that these links were all, we got pet grooming here, grooming and bathing, and then we got full service pet grooming, grooming reservations, another variation of pet grooming, and then grooming transportation, again, a variation of the grooming keywords. So yeah, and if we go back to the home page, you'll notice that my keyword link coming into here was pet grooming, and that links into that page as well. So there's just consistency throughout. And that's something I try to do with all of my websites. I hope you enjoyed this one. One big thing coming to this site that's not quite complete yet, but it will be. It is over on my other site, but this form is really just, I mean, it's a long form, but it's thing of beauty because it allows people to fill out all information ahead of time, and then it takes that information, saves it in a database, adds an event to their Google Calendar, saves information into their constant contact mailing list, and then it also allows them to process credit card payments at the bottom of the form. And this is for obvious reasons. I mean, that's going to benefit them in the long run. They'll build this mailing list and be able to send out specials, midweek specials, stay vacation specials. I mean, I've got a million of ideas for marketing and how to use that information to help increase their revenues overall. So this is just this form. I'm super excited about it. I am offering the form services, by the way, shameless plug, to other individuals. Like if you don't want me to do your website, but you just want to automate some of your forms, give me a holler. I'll gladly take care of that. And that's going to go ahead and conclude this. I don't know what I want to call it. I'm going to call this will be my video, one of my video testimony, or no, video portfolio entries that I'm going to go ahead and throw up on my website, proadinsight.com. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye.